Hey, everybody. Come on in, grab a drink, a seat, and a snack, and let's have a little dolly chat. And Miss Deb back there from Deb's Doll Room, come on down to the front. Because Deb of Deb's Doll Room is a guest of honor today. And I'm giving her a shout out because once a month she has asked us to grab our porcelain dolls and showcase them. And it doesn't have to be any special time or day of the month. Just grab a porcelain doll that you have in your collection and showcase them. And don't forget to tag her and let her know that you are showcasing your porcelain doll. So this is my contribution to that tag. Now, guys and dolls, I have been in that box that Ms Ruth has so generously given me. And in that box were these two lovely ladies, and they are called Victorian tassel dolls. So I have told y'all that this year I was gonna try to, learn a little bit more about my dolls that I have and that type of thing. So I'm gonna try to drop a little knowledge. So these girls are kind of like they're a half doll. And the half doll came out in the early 20th century. And they started off being made in Germany. And of course they were made in France and in America and just all over. And they were made out of porcelain or bisque, and they were kind of, expensive, and these dolls were made for women to use, to kind of judge up everyday household items like pin cushions and lamps and dust brooms, powder puffs, things like that. And then as they got to be more mass produced, they were, not as expensive, so a lot of people got to enjoy them more. And they came out with these beautiful ladies. Now, I will be leaving where I got my information from, so you could go over there and check them out, because these ladies are really beautiful. And I like to say that they're for the people that don't want anybody to know that they collect dolls. They can have these around, but that's just me being messy. But that's what I call them. So these ladies are on stand, and aren't they just gorgeous? Look at them. They are just gorgeous. And they kind of got that Victorian air about them. They kind of look like they kind of just standing around there judging everybody. They judging all the other dolls because they high society. But let's take a look at them. There's some cute girls. I'm gonna quit being messy and let me bring them a little closer to you guys and dolls. Okay, shall we start from the top down? Okay, now she's wearing that. What would we call it? Sage green. I'm thinking it's sage green. But look at her little. She's got the little flower. And back then, flowers were used to create a language. Flowers had a language of their own. Okay. I don't really know what this hair is made of, but it's very soft. And the porcelain on this is very smooth, very smooth. And look, and this is all glued on. And in some cases, the half doll was also used to help the young ladies sew. They would make skirts and, you know, figure out what their skirt patterns would be for the bottom of their dresses. Now, these dolls can be removed from their stand because they have a hanging on a loop on the back, so you can hang them from trees, from your Christmas trees, or from ceiling fans, or whatever you would like to do with them. Because you have seen, I know some of you have seen these, you know, hanging on Christmas trees and whatnot. And see, she has the pretty, she's got there's her tassel. She has the roses on her dress. And check out this bag. Isn't that gorgeous? And I don't know what fabric this is. Now, it's very nice, and it's a very thin fabric. Now my dolly sis, the dainty seamstress would know would know what this fabric was, because she, you know, she sews and she knows her fabric, guys. She knows her fabric. And check out her channel also. It's Ina, the dainty seamstress. So there's this little girl. And, oh, let me let you look at her stand. Here's a little stand. It's been antiqued. There you go. And these girls are like a reproduction, I believe. They're not antique. But I love them just the same. And look at this one. Beautiful pink. I'm going to have to hide this one from my daughter. One of my daughters, this is her favorite, one of her favorite colors is pink. Look at her. She's a little blonde. Look at the expression on that face. The top of her dress. Now, she doesn't have a bag, but she just has a well-defined tassel on her dress. Okay. And her outfit is pretty much the same. Okay. Look at those little, the back of her dress. That lace, her lace goes all the way down. And she also has a loop for hanging. Look at that hat. Look at that hat. Alright, guys and dolls. Look at her stand. Pretty much like the other one. But these are my ladies, my half ladies, my Victorian ladies. I hope you have enjoyed seeing them. And I hope if you have a collection of these half ladies or Victorian tassel ladies, let me know, because they didn't only come in, they also came in animal form as well. They came in different shapes. So they didn't just come in human shapes, they came in, you know, different shapes and things. So if you know anything about these, or you're going to do a video about, let me know. I would just love to hear about your collection of the Victorian tassel dolls and the half dolls, if you have any. So thank you for joining me today, and make sure you go over there and check out Deb's Doll Room. And if you're not subscribed to this channel or her channel, please hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing to hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment. in the description box, in the comments below. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will talk to you next time. And remember, only you can do you. Be good to yourselves and each other. And remember, a smile costs you nothing. And be kind to each other. And I will talk to you guys and dolls next time. Bye-bye.